Guys, what is up and welcome to the first fitness video on this channel. Today I did some chest and tries. Obviously, as I mentioned in my previous vlogs, these videos right now might not make any sense because my body, the way I look, is not the way I want to be just yet. But hopefully in the next 6 to 8 months, people will see the transformation, go back to these videos and see how I started. So today, as I said, I did some chest and tries. I started off with some chest on flat bench with 20 kg dumbbells, and I did those for between 12 to 15 reps, and I did about 5 sets of those. So as you can see, I started off, I tried to do some of those, I think they're called pause sets, where you pause a little bit at the bottom and then you push. But yeah, so the first couple sets were quite easy, you know, no sort of any strain, pain, anything like that. So I might up the weight next week, but we'll see how that goes. But then by the third, fourth set, I was feeling it a little bit more, feeling the burn. And then by set 5, I hit like the 5th or 6th rep, and you know, I could really feel it, and it was really, you know, really kind of hurting and pain. But that's good. That's good pain. It's good pain. It's like muscle being grown. So yeah, no, but for real, it was a nice little workout. It was a nice start to, you know, the fitness journey. So yeah. So guys, next I jumped on some incline chest. I did it with the same weight, same reps and same sets. This one, because it was sort of focusing in kind of the same area, these 5 sets were very hard. But as I said, because I was focusing in that area, hopefully muscle growth will be good. And obviously this is a cut. I'm not trying to bulk, I'm trying to cut. So any current weight I've got on me at the moment, I'm just trying to turn that into muscle, with some cardio as well. But I'm doing low intensity, high volume cardio. So as you can see here, I tried to do the pause sets, but this was really hard to do it on. But yeah, it was really enjoyable. First Monday or first day back in the gym, it felt good to do this. And yeah, hopefully I'll be continuing these. There's not very many options in this gym in terms of equipment and stuff, but I'm gonna make do with it, and we'll see how we get on with it. So guys, next I was on the flat bench again with the bar this time. I put 15 kg on each side, so that's a total of 30, and then I believe the bar's about 20, so let's 50 kg on there on a flat bench, and I did the reps and the sets were exactly the same. In terms of reps, I did vary each set. So for example, the first one I felt strong, I got a good solid 15 out, and the last few were about between like 12 and 14. It did really, obviously first day back, it did really take a toll on me, and I felt it a lot more. But it felt really good. It felt really good to get into it again and really do it. And with this one, as I said, the first set was quite easy, so I was doing it quite quickly. Wasn't really feeling, you know, the strain and stuff. But then by the second, third set, I was really feeling it. It felt good to get that stretch in, that strain. You know, it felt like I was actually putting some work in. And yeah, I'm not really a fan of the Smith machine. I used to use it before when I was, you know, bodybuilding and stuff. I wasn't really a fan of it, so I just stick to the normal, I'm gonna call it the free weight bench. And yeah, it feels better. Obviously with the Smith, it's assisted, I guess, but with this it's all you, and I feel stronger on this as opposed to the Smith. And guys, for the final chest exercise, I was on the chest press machine, and the weight on that I believe was 48. I think I started with 38. Was quite light. It jumped onto 48, and it was a little bit hard, but it felt kind of right as well. So yeah, same sets and reps on this as well. So you had between 12 and 15 reps, 4 to 5 sets. I think this was 4 sets I did on this one. You know, my chest was really taking like some punishment, so I just kept it at 4 sets. Hopefully next week I'll go stronger. Maybe increase the weight, but we'll see how it goes. As I said, I'm not trying to bulk. I'm trying to cut, trying to get ripped. So we'll see how that pans out, how that works out for next week. And next is triceps. So guys, for tries, I started off with the flat bar. I'm going to call it the flat bar, the straight bar. Yeah, I put that on this machine, this contraption. I don't quite know the technical name for it. The weight I had on there was, I believe, 23.5 kg. So I started off with just doing some normal. I kind of had a little pause at the bottom, pause sets. These pause sets I get from Christian Guzman, because obviously his form is amazing, the way he looks is amazing. So yeah, I get the little pause at the bottom. It's a tiny pause. Usually you should keep it for 3 Mississippis, but I do it for literally like 1 and then back up. But usually you see other people in the gym literally just going for it and not having any pauses. But there's certain points where I'll have a longer pause to really get that that sort of like rep in and really feel the pain and the burn, which is nice. So yeah, this was the first thing I did for tries. And guys, next I went into just pulling the wire. This was really hard. I had to really decrease the weight for this one. I believe this was on like 12 or maybe 14. It was, you know, like I couldn't have lifted it on 24 to 28 kg. It was really heavy. Please excuse the facial expressions. It was a really hard exercise. I went back to back on sets, so usually I leave a 30 to 45 second rest between sets. This one I went back to back. I think it was 4 sets back to back, but then I left a little bit of a break, then I went for my 5th set strong. But yeah, the facial expressions are because I was pretty much dying at that point. Next, guys, I used the nunchuck attachment. I'm going to call it the nunchuck attachment. This one here, I've focused on form. Facial expressions again, apologies for the facial expressions. I was pretty much dying at this point because of the previous set. So with here, what I tend to do is, usually people would just bring it down. I bring it down and then separate at the bottom for that extra burn, which is nice. Sometimes I can do it better, better than other times. This, I believe, was the first set, so I was pretty strong in it. By the 5th set, it was really hard, but as I said again, it was 5 sets between 12 and 15 reps on this one too.